This is going to be a video to help you with 3.1.6 in your Algebra Connections book. Now the title of this section is called Complete Graphs, and they ask a question, what makes a complete graph? Let's look at number 51. On number 51 they give you three different graphs, and each of these graphs are not quite complete. There's something missing, or there's something a little bit off or wrong with them. Your job is to tell me what is wrong with each of these graphs. And if you're having trouble with it, they kind of ask you a leading question, which should help you find what is incorrect about the graphs. Let's look at number 52. When you do 52, your job is to graph y equals negative 3x plus 2 and make sure it's a complete graph, not just a sketch. So when you make sure it's a complete graph, you have to make sure that your axes, your x and your y axis, are both labeled. You need to make sure that your intervals on your x-axis are labeled and consistent, and also your intervals on your y-axis are also labeled and consistent. Now, it doesn't matter if the intervals on your x and your y-axis match each other, but they have to be consistent within those axes. The other thing that you should make sure you do is if your line goes from, make sure that you have arrows on the end of your lines to show that that line goes forever in both directions. When you're done with that, you're going to make complete graphs for A, B, and C on problems 53. A is y is equal to negative x plus 1, B is y is equal to 0.5x plus 2, and C is y is equal to x squared minus 4. Now when you do these, I want you to be thinking about how these graphs are different, because number 54 asks how are they different, and be as specific as you can. After you do that, I also want you to be looking at what they call the y-intercepts and the x-intercepts and label them on each of your graphs. Now the y-intercept is just where your line or graph crosses the y-axis, and your x-intercept is where your lines or your graph crosses the x-axis.